Okay, I'm pretending to be all set to go to the beach. Now, in my previous video, I gave a statement where I said I prefer freedom to being quarantined, and what I wanted to do was take the whole state of Florida and wall it off from the rest of the world, and people that didn't give a rat's ass about um, COVID-19 could go there and could play on the beach like the people are doing for spring break. Now I'm going to give you another item. So you must remember I am giving you different points of view. And as an actor, that is what I do. And if you're watching these very quickly, I don't always have all the time to do all of the tagging, where I put in I'm a comic and I'm an actor. So if you think this is exactly what I think, you're incorrect. I am a character actor, and I'm doing it all on my own. I don't have a makeup or hair department. My costume wardrobe is basically things I have around the house. So please don't assume that because I say something that is me. It is me acting. And as I said in my previous video, um, Hollywood actors act. And people who say that they personally are doing unbelievably horrific things are really doing a disservice to actors around the world. It also comes down to don't shoot the messenger. In other words, the people who are playing the parts are playing the parts to educate you, because that's what actors do. They use dramatic license to create characters to present a story to you for you to consider. And if you hold the actor responsible for what their character does, then you're an idiot, and maybe nothing else needs to be said. So without further ado, I'm going to do another character, and it's the same topic. It has to do with, well, what do you do in a situation where you are in a tourist town on the ocean and you have a problem? Now, in Florida, where all the spring break people are, according to the news that I saw yesterday, crowded on the beaches, despite various authorities that say, we should have social distancing. People are hanging out, and it's spring break, and they have decided they are going to go swimming and drink beer and basically ignore all the warnings of the health department. Now, the most famous movie about the quagmire that a tourist town has when it has been given information that there is a danger to the public, and the danger to the public is going to cause all the businesses to go bankrupt, is this one. Jaws. And if you've never seen the movie Jaws, it'll be a spoiler alert time for you right now. The author of Jaws, the novel, is Peter Benchley. And I'm going to assume that that is Peter Benchley there for you. Now, what happened in the movie Jaws is, spoiler alert, it means I'm going to talk about the movie, and if you want to watch the movie first, then go find the movie and come back. But can send this to you in an email. Send an email to yourself with this link, and you can watch it after the movie. But you should watch this video because it's important. And if you've already seen Jaws or you think you don't care, then I'm going to proceed. So in Jaws, there was a very lovely little tourist town on the Atlantic Ocean, and the economy was completely reliant upon tourists coming. And if something bad happened, then, as I said, the town businesses would go bankrupt, So the town was heavily invested in keeping the tourists coming. And then what happened? Well, this here great white shark started attacking people in the shallow water. And the police chief flipped out and ordered that the beaches be closed because of the danger to humans going for a swim. And then what happened was the mayor of the town overrode or overrided the order of the police chief because the mayor knew if the beaches were closed, the tourists wouldn't come and the town's businesses would go bankrupt. And the mayor owned one of these businesses and he would, well, I guess it didn't matter. He was basically looking at it. The town is going to die because of lack of income. The economy is going to tank and we can't have that. So it was basically the town dies because of lack of tourist dollars, or humans are going to die because Jaws is going to come and eat them. Someone wants to know what the moral of the story is. This is called a moral issue. And how you deal with moral issues is, well, if you're going to do it scientifically, you're going to use different, well, maybe you're not scientific. Maybe you're just like the mayor and you say, this is black and white. It's basically our town, or I don't know. Maybe this shark is going to swim away and we won't have the problem. Erring on the side of caution, the police chief is, you can't let people into the ocean. Pardon me. But if you were to take a course in moral issues at a university, they would give you various ethical frameworks that you could use to evaluate the moral issue and see what you come up with. And there are a number of ethical frameworks, and this kind of a thing has been studied for a very long time. I did take a course in moral issues when I was about 20 at university, and pretty much all of the different names of the ways of looking at it have been lost to me in the sands of time. Nevertheless, I will tell you, one of them is utilitarianism, and what it means I can't remember. But if you want to look up ethics and moral issues, I'm going to bet that you're going to find something on the internet. What else do we want to talk about? Well, if I had my way when I was playing the person who wanted to be free and said that all the noise about the coronavirus is just noise, and it's well, the next part is, okay, so you go to spring break in Florida, and out of your own sovereignty, you tell all of the health departments to go screw off, and you enjoy yourself. And then what happened? Oh, well, you contracted a case of COVID-19. And you told all the health department people, I'm here and you can all buzz off. In fact, I want you to get out of the state because I want to have freedom to be me. But you unfortunately get COVID-19, you get sick. Now what? Do you go back to your hotel room and lie in bed waiting it out? Or do you look for a local doctor? Do you go into the pharmacy to try and find some aspirin or something? Do you go to the local clinic? Do you go to the local hospital? Oops. And if you're a healthcare worker, what do you do when um, people come to spring break and they were told have this social separation from other humans and they didn't? And now in Florida, you have got an unbelievably huge epidemic and your small healthcare resources are overrun and you can't handle how many people are sick. Are you a nurse? Are you a doctor? Are you a janitor at the hospital? Are you a clerk? Are you going to say, screw it, I am going to leave because I don't want to get this? This is basically what you look at with these kind of issues. And time and again, we are naive. As human beings, we can take an opinion, but we are naive because we don't know what's going to happen. And it's true that there have been very many times the government has lied to us. And there have been great plagues on planet Earth that have killed millions of people. And there are totalitarian governments, in other words, governments where the government is going to be very powerful and squish you. So how do you fight for freedom? It's never going to be a cut and dry answer because, there definitely is a threat from corrupt politicians and very powerful business interests that don't want you to be free. And they lie to you. And it's also true, on the other side of the street, that perhaps it's prudent to be cautious. In any event, that is all I really want to tell you about the story of Jaws. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share, and be yourself.